Hi, everyone. So, Virgo. So, the Nine of Swords is I have worked so hard. I feel like I can really speak to this card. I have worked so hard because I am a chronic, I used to stay up absolutely worrying about things to just an completely crazy degree. I would just cycle things in my mind over and over and over again and just worry, 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 worry. And what I found out though is that I used to start writing things down. Okay, this thing happened and I would be so mortified and worried. You would think, the sky was falling and the world was ending. I put so much importance on it. So I would write it down and I would look back at this. This was, you know, years ago when I had a paper like calendar, and I would flip back through and I would look at these things that had happened, and half the time I couldn't even had forgotten all about it, like a month, a week. It was just like, oh my God, I forgot that even happened. Yet that cost me a week of sleep. It just didn't. It was like it didn't match the punishment didn't fit the crime. So but it's very difficult to stop. But I would say, okay, you know what, Jen? It seems bad now, but is it going to matter in an hour, a day, a week, a month, a year? And sort of train myself to learn to let it go, like train your mind to stop worrying about it. And I know it's like, yeah, well, that's nice, but how can I stop myself from being up worrying? Um, but you can read, perhaps you can try to meditate, but it takes a lot of training. But you can learn strategies to stop your mind. And sometimes it's as easy as saying, Jen, stop, stop. You know what I mean? And just chasing every time. And it takes a lot of practice, but chasing those negative thoughts away. So that's in the work category. So trying to do rituals, I call them rituals because I think doing something tangible, it gives more power to sort of your visualization and thoughts. So picturing yourself sort of walking through a force field when you get home at night and sort of cleansing that negative work energy and leaving it out on the doorstep. Little things like that, taking a bath, maybe with Epsom salts, and visualize the salts just taking the negative energy off of you. I find tangible things like that um, are a physical way to help manifest getting rid of those negative thoughts. Yes, okay, what's going to happen at work? Well, I don't know, but how you handle it is what's going to be important and keeping it in perspective. In the relationship category, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is a card that sort of talks to the idea that, there are things in life that are a process, and that there's sort of an amount of time that you have to go through, and no amount of forcing or wishing is going to change the fact that it's a process. So I like to use the example. Well, everyone uses the example of the farmer, but this card came up when I pulled a card about my son when he was a little bit younger. And I got this card and I was like, oh my God, Jen, chill out. Like he's a child. He's not supposed to be mature. And it's a process. It's going to take, till he's, I don't even want to say 18 because I don't know anyone that's mature at 18, but it's just a process that he needs to go through. And don't get worried about it, and don't, try to force him to grow up faster than he's supposed to, because it's just not the way it has to be. So in the relationship category, maybe you really want your significant other to propose, or or something like that. But there's just, you can't rush someone to be ready for something they're not ready for. And if you do, you seriously run the risk of ruining it altogether because you're maybe forcing something before it's ready. So try to live in the moment and appreciate the moment and not be focused on the future and, oh, I want this, I want the things to be happening faster, because it's not a good use of energy. So in the home category, we have the Four of Cups. Yeah, so I feel like you're sort of, so the Four of Cups is, boredom, apathy. I sort of see this relating directly to the Seven of Pentacles. Like you're just sort of sick of waiting for something. So I guess you're going to have to make a decision about, and I think some people have marriage on their mind because this is the wedding card. And maybe you've been waiting for someone to propose to you or to take a relationship to the next level, and you're sort of sick of waiting and you're letting it get you down. And I guess I would try to get you guys to focus on living in the present moment, and just, if you're not happy at the moment for some reason, and just because you want to get engaged so bad or you want this new level of experience, I guess I would sort of question if you're truly happy in the relationship at all, whatever this relationship or partnership may be. And if you're really seeing the whole picture, just focusing on one aspect, that you're sort of missing, this person in the background. In the spirituality category, we have the devil. So so this really, we have your inner demons come up. And, the devil, lots of people are like, oh, it's about addictions and things like that. But the devil is really just those it's really this card in a way. It's those inner negative thoughts that are coming up. I feel like maybe you guys are just sort of focusing on one thing, and it's an important thing. So I don't want to say, oh, stop worrying about that. It's not important, because that's not true. But if you've been sort of waiting for something to happen or worrying about something, I really feel like the lesson of the Seven of Pentacles could really help you to get over sort of these negative emotions you may be feeling that I think are clouding a lot of, that sort of permeating more aspects of your life than they need to. So try to enjoy the moment. If you plant corn, you can either sit there above where you planted the seed, nagging it and begging it and crying and wishing and threatening it to grow, or you can understand that it's going to take 3 months for that to grow and do something productive in the meantime. So try to thoughtfully think, okay, something's going on that has me down and has me worried. Okay. And I'm allowing it to sort of bring up sort of my fears and insecurities. And what can I do this month instead of just thinking about it and worrying about it and maybe allowing some of my old inner demons to surface? What can I do to work on in the present moment? And instead of passing the time worrying, being more productive. So you do have this very nice card underlying the reading. So make sure you look for the positive things in your life and make lists of all the good things. And that can sort of help bring things into perspective and give you some things to focus on that are not as negative, and to give your spirits a lift. So I really think that um, you can turn this month around if you've been feeling worried about something or emotionally upset about something, by trying to practice a way to chase away negative thoughts and focus on the more positive things in your life, because I think there are a lot of positive things going on, but one thing just sort of is nagging at you, if that makes sense, and you're sort of giving it more power than I think it deserves. Um, so I hope you have a good month, and that you don't aren't too worried about things, and see all the beauty that really exists. Like, go out drinking with this lady. Like, she looks fun. All right. So that is your reading, and take care.